Introduction. The Axis Mundi. Mount Kailash stands alone. A solitary pyramid of rock and ice, it pierces the heavens in a remote corner of the Tibetan Plateau. This is no ordinary mountain. It is a sacred Axis Mundi, the point where heaven and earth meet. For millennia, Mount Kailash has drawn pilgrims. They come to seek enlightenment, to test their faith, to touch the divine. Hindus, Buddhists, Jains, Bonpos, all converge on this remote peak. They share a belief in its sanctity. The journey is arduous, the air is thin, the terrain is unforgiving. Yet the pilgrims persevere, driven by a force greater than themselves. Their goal, to circumambulate the mountain, to offer prayers, to cleanse their souls. This is their story, a story of faith, endurance, and the power of sacred landscapes. A story that unfolds in the shadow of a mountain that is more than just rock and ice. Section 2. The Abode of Gods, a mountain revered. Mount Kailash is not the highest peak in the Himalayas, but it holds a significance that transcends mere altitude. It is a mountain of myth and legend, worshipped by millions. For Hindus, Kailash is the abode of Lord Shiva, who sits in perpetual meditation. He is the destroyer and transformer. The Ganges, a holy river, is said to flow from his hair. Buddhists revere Kailash as the abode of Demchok, a wrathful deity representing supreme bliss. He embodies the destruction of ego, a necessary step for enlightenment. Jains believe that Rishabhadeva, their first Tirthankara, attained liberation on Kailash. The mountain represents the path to spiritual liberation, a beacon of hope for their followers. The Bonpos, Tibet's ancient pre-Buddhist faith, consider Kailash the seat of the sky goddess Sipaiman, who represents primordial wisdom. The mountain embodies the connection to ancient traditions. Section 3. The Kailash Kora, a sacred pilgrimage. The Kailash Kora is a pilgrimage unlike any other. It is a 52-kilometer, 32-mile circumambulation of the sacred mountain. Pilgrims undertake this arduous journey on foot. Some even perform prostrations, their bodies touching the ground in reverence with every step. The journey takes about 3 days. It traverses high-altitude passes, crosses glacial streams, and navigates rocky terrain. The air is thin, the weather unpredictable. Yet, the pilgrims press on, their spirits lifted by the sanctity of their surroundings. Each step is an act of devotion. Each prayer flag fluttering in the wind is a testament to faith. The Kailash Kora is a physical, emotional, and spiritual test. It is a journey that pushes pilgrims to their limits. The rewards are immeasurable. Completing the Kora is believed to cleanse a lifetime of sins. It brings one closer to enlightenment. It is a transformative experience that leaves pilgrims forever changed. Section 4. Preparing for the journey. Body and soul. The Kailash Kora is not for the faint of heart. It demands physical fitness, mental fortitude, and spiritual preparation. Pilgrims often train for months. They acclimatize to high altitude. They practice walking long distances. But the preparation goes beyond the physical. Pilgrims engage in prayer and meditation. They seek blessings from religious leaders. They purify their thoughts and intentions. The journey inward is as important as the journey outward. Logistics are also crucial. Obtaining permits, arranging transportation, and securing guides are essential steps. The Chinese government regulates access to the region. Permits are limited to protect the fragile environment and cultural heritage. The journey to Kailash is as much about the preparation as it is about the destination. It is a time for reflection, for strengthening one's faith, and for readying oneself for a life-changing experience. The journey to Mount Kailash takes pilgrims across the Tibetan Plateau, often referred to as the roof of the world. This vast expanse features high-altitude plains, rugged mountains, and shimmering lakes, creating a landscape that is breathtaking in its immensity and beauty. The air here is thin and dry, the sky a deep, piercing blue. Yaks graze on sparse vegetation while nomads tend their flocks. Prayer flags flutter in the wind, carrying blessings across the valleys. The Tibetan Plateau is a harsh yet mesmerizing environment, a land of extremes where the forces of nature are on full display. This journey across the plateau is an integral part of the Kailash pilgrimage, serving as a reminder of the power and beauty of the natural world. The pilgrimage to Kailash often begins in Lhasa, Tibet's spiritual heart. Here, pilgrims can visit iconic sites like the Potala Palace, the former residence of the Dalai Lamas, and the Jokang Temple, Tibet's holiest shrine. These sites are more than just tourist attractions. They are living embodiments of Tibetan Buddhism. The air hums with prayer, butter lamps flicker, and the scent of incense fills the air. Pilgrims prostrate themselves before statues of Buddha, their faces etched with devotion. From Lhasa, the journey continues westward, traversing high-altitude passes, skirting shimmering lakes, and passing through traditional Tibetan villages. The landscape changes dramatically, from lush valleys to arid plains to snow-capped peaks. Every step brings pilgrims closer to their destination, and every encounter, from a chance meeting with a nomad to the sight of a soaring eagle, takes on a deeper significance. The journey itself becomes a pilgrimage, a process of shedding the mundane and embracing the sacred. The Kailash Kora attracts pilgrims from all walks of life. There are elderly Tibetans, their faces weathered by time and hardship, circumambulating the mountain on foot, reciting mantras with every breath. There are young backpackers seeking adventure and spiritual awakening. There are families making the pilgrimage together, their faith passed down through generations. Each pilgrim carries their own story, their own reasons for undertaking this arduous journey. Some seek healing from illness or emotional pain. Others seek enlightenment or a deeper connection to their faith. And some simply seek the challenge, the opportunity to push themselves beyond their perceived limits. Sharing stories with fellow pilgrims is an integral part of the Kailash experience. It is a way to connect, to find common ground, and to draw strength from the collective faith that permeates the atmosphere. These encounters remind us that while the journey may be personal, the search for meaning and purpose is universal. Near Mount Kailash lies Lake Mansarovar, one of the highest freshwater lakes in the world. Its turquoise waters shimmer under the vast Tibetan sky. Snow-capped peaks reflect on its surface, creating a scene of ethereal beauty. Mansarovar is considered a sacred lake by Hindus. It is said to have been created by the minds of Brahma. Bathing in its waters is believed to cleanse all sins. It is a ritual purification before undertaking the Kailash Kora. The lake holds a different significance for Buddhists. It represents purity and tranquility. It is a place for meditation and contemplation. The silence is broken only by the gentle lapping of waves and the occasional cry of a bird. Whether one seeks physical or spiritual cleansing, Lake Mansarovar offers a moment of respite, a chance to connect with the raw beauty of the natural world and to prepare for the final ascent towards the sacred peak. The final leg of the Kailash Kora is the most challenging. The air grows thinner with each step. The terrain becomes steeper. Yet, the pilgrims press on, their spirits lifted by the knowledge that they are nearing their goal. The highest point of the Kora is the Drolmala Pass, at an elevation of over 5,600 meters. Prayer flags flutter in the wind, stone cairns mark the way. The air is thin and cold, but the view is breathtaking. From here, Mount Kailash dominates the horizon, its summit shrouded in clouds. Reaching the Drolmala Pass is a moment of triumph, a testament to human endurance and faith. It is a place where the physical and spiritual realms seem to merge, where the sky feels closer, and where the divine presence is almost tangible. Pilgrims offer prayers, prostrate themselves, and leave offerings of food and clothing. Tears stream down their faces, a mixture of exhaustion, relief, and overwhelming emotion. They have tested their limits and emerged transformed. The Kailash Kora is more than just a physical journey. It is a journey of transformation. The challenges faced, the prayers offered, the encounters with fellow pilgrims, the sheer awe-inspiring beauty of the landscape, all contribute to a profound shift in perspective. For some, the transformation is immediate, a sudden awakening or a release from long-held pain. For others, it is a gradual unfolding, a deepening of faith or a newfound appreciation for the interconnectedness of all things. The experience of Kailash stays with pilgrims long after they have returned home. It becomes a touchstone, a source of strength and inspiration in times of difficulty. The lessons learned on the mountain about endurance, compassion, and the power of faith permeate their daily lives. The Kailash Kora is a reminder that the greatest journeys are often the ones that lead us back to ourselves. It is a testament to the human spirit's capacity for growth, resilience, and the pursuit of something greater than oneself. Mount Kailash continues to draw pilgrims from around the world, its allure as powerful today as it was centuries ago. It is a place where faith transcends borders, where the natural world inspires awe and reverence, and where the human spirit is tested and ultimately transformed. The journey to Kailash is not easy, but the rewards are immeasurable. It is a pilgrimage that challenges, inspires, and ultimately changes the way we see ourselves and the world around us. It is a journey to the heart of faith, a testament to the enduring power of belief, and a reminder that even in the most remote corners of the earth, the human spirit can find solace, meaning, and a profound connection to something greater than itself.